Yep, everything 34 degrees. But if I tap it, now it's 37, which isn't bad. That's pretty good. I mean, it's as good as you're gonna get. Supposedly, it's gonna get better today. I don't know, and I guess I was confused about the weather when I was looking at it in the last update video. I can't remember which one it was, to be fair. But anyway, I deleted the video because I had said some things that I probably shouldn't have said. Either way, this is the third, 3 out of 31 videos, which means we got officially for December. So we got I did one on Tuesday. That's 33, 31. Backward could be. Hold on. Got an idea. Cause I'm not good at. I'm not really good at math when I'm tired. Pretend you didn't see that. Okay, so we're gonna start fresh here. So 31 minus 3. We have 28 days left for the final Kambuski. And before we can say goodbye, I bid adieu, so long. It wasn't nice knowing you. And out of all the negativity, I mean, there was a lot of positivity. I mean, every year has been the same. It's about. I mean, there's been lots of different crises and stuff like that, but there's always been a lot of ultimately the same. There's always been a lot of positivity, and there's always going to be a lot of negativity. There's always going to be something that's going to beat us down or something like that, like some kind of virus or whatever, you know, or something that a lot of people getting sick. You know, I'm always going to get sick from time to time, but, you know, I mean, it's just the way things happen. I mean, I could go through life and say, yeah, I never got sick. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm so lucky. I mean, gee, mean, if I can do it, so can you. I sound like one of those doggone commercials or ads trying to sell it to you like, are you serious, man? Are we supposed to buy into that crap? And then you're like, I don't know what the hell this guy's talking about. So unsubscribe, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, moving on. So, in essence, I have to say, though, that, gosh, it's always been the same. I mean, we've had a lot of people pass away over the years. We had Leon Nanomi pass away. You know, well, that ain't nothing compared to this year. I hate to break it to you, but we've had a lot of people die over many years. And it wasn't just this year alone. And a lot of people will go, well, you know, I'm just so done with this year because, yeah, 2020 can just go. Because that's what it's only been bringing is nothing but death with people I grew up with. Literally, like it's the only year. I get your frustration with people dying, but why are you picking on 2020 like it's the only year for that to happen? I mean, think about it. You said the same thing last year. The thing of it is have you ever noticed that a lot of the positivities you've had? I mean, it could have been a lot worse than that. I don't know. Your mama could have died. Someone personally close to you. Not just somebody you grew up with or somebody that was on TV wrestling. They passed away, so we got a bubble wrap Ric Flair before he passes away. The truth is, even if you did do that, not that I haven't been truthful so far, but you don't put the claw in me. I have warned you. Are you all right? Yeah. Yeah. Are you okay? You may have hurt me, but I care about you. Jeez, girl, you got some powerful claws. You okay? You alright? I didn't mean to hurt you. I was trying to help put you back up there. We know you hurt me a lot worse than I hurt you. You're lucky I give a damn about you. Anyway. She about fell off. I tried to tell her that. She doesn't even listen to me. And when she starts moving about and all that crap, and then she expects not to fall, putting your claws on me like that is going to stop you from falling, you dumb A. Okay, so, anyway. Back to this. The thing is, people are going to die anyway, because they're meant to die. Now, if they're not meant to die, they won't die. It just depends on what fate has in store for everyone. And you may not believe that. You may want to listen to someone else who talks about religion and the Bible and says all that crap, or basically what I just said. I guess it's kind of even crap in the sense that I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know how you perceive it. Me, I perceive it as the truth, because it is true. And I don't need no Bible or some Bible and some religion to tell me any differently, because all I know is I have learned a lot of things from life. You know. But either way, I just know things. I mean, I could be wrong, but I can predict things. Now, just because you predict things doesn't mean it's going to happen or not happen. One of the things I've learned about predicting fate, even if it's not by purpose, like, oh, I deliberately did it on purpose just to freak you out or whatever, or trying to gain anything from it. The thing of it is that there's always that chance that it'll turn out to be that it's not going to happen. It's not that it's not true, but it may happen anyway somewhere down the line to someone else. It may be the wrong person. But, either way, fate is what it is. It has a lot of things in store for us. I mean, we always try to predict things a little bit more better with the weather and stuff like that, but we never take into realize that whatever we do, because they always say, yeah, it's always 100% correct, and then they started saying the same thing about the CDC. The CDC, which I can't remember what the full name is, something about Center for Control. I think there would be an F in there, but I don't know. Actually the letter F, not for the dirty word, but anyway, like dirty bird, but anyway. Moving on. It's not always been correct. Sorry to tell you that, but it's true. As things do change, and then they it's like, oh, just listen to them. They know what the crap they're talking about all the time. 100% accurate all the time. We have here actually accurate reports, and they absolutely know what the hell they're talking about. No, they don't. Sorry. No more than Google. See, Google I can trust somewhat, but then there's to a degree. Okay? Because a lot of crap you can look up and then you'll be like, yeah, it doesn't exist. But what if it does exist? And then, it's not to say it's not possible. Even though a lot of people argue with me and say, well, it's not possible because it's not on Google. Why does it matter? The number one trusted resource. And let's just say, okay, there's a meteor in the sky. And you can only see. Okay? And you look it up, it's not on Google. Does that mean it's not real? Or it's not possible? Or even if it was the same circumstance that we all saw it, but it wasn't on Google. I know it takes a while to update Google, but still, there's lots of things that will never be on there. There's like centuries ahead that Google doesn't know. There's a lot of lost history that we don't know about that a lot of people seem to claim. But again, it's all possibility in that conjectured sort of sense. Conjecture being that it's like an argumentative that one way or the other, and that, I mean, we don't know unless we go back there. Or do you like what Star Trek did? They had like a spying lens that kind of spied to see what actually happened, what transpired during this time, trying not to get caught because they're trying to survey what happened. Even though that they sent in like a sort of defensive warship, which was the Enterprise. The Enterprise was always meant to be like a defensive warship. The difference is that it wasn't a battle warship like other things. But the reason you could say defensive is because they had weapons to defend themselves with. And they could also go to warp speed if they had to. So, I mean, say defensive warship because it's a, it's a galaxy ship. Galaxy class ship because it can handle and withstand things. Although it couldn't withstand the being, destroyed. It's almost like doing the same thing as if you were to detonate the thing. Because they have a BOB, I'm just going to say BOB. Because I don't want to say the other word. I was gonna spell it out for you because I don't think you're allowed to say it because it's a terrorist word. I shouldn't even say that word. But, but yeah, built into these, all ships had these in the Federation, which was stupid, but in another sense it wasn't. It was kind of a way to protect their secrets. But the thing of it is that it was stupid because you're sacrificing something that if you didn't have to, you didn't need to. All that precious data lost and everything, And then there's always some kind of race or something that you couldn't have or whatever on there. And I remember this one episode in Star Trek The Next Generation where it took them 3 times, something like that, just to make sure everything was wiped out and they didn't have to go back there. But they still, I mean, the thing of it is that if they want to warn people not to go there, maybe they should have kept their memories. Just thought, long enough to say, yeah, just because we met you, you don't want people coming into your terrain, which we understand. So we need to warn people not to go that way. Although with those kind of people, they couldn't do anything against the board. And that's not to say anything about species, whatever the hell they were. I can't remember what they were. They were first introduced into Voyager, though, in the series, not the ship, which is kind of silly and ironic to think. You might be thinking, "Oh, you mean into the ship?" No, they weren't into the ship. You ever noticed that, some of the series they produced was based on some things, but not everything? Like, okay, Star Trek Discovery was based on the ship. And not just that, but an entire series involving other things. Just like Voyager and DS9. And what I mean by that is because of how ironic it would be. And it's sort of like a, I don't know. I would say more that they probably copied off of Dragon Ball, because they probably, or they didn't know that they were, but I don't know. You don't know this, but I mean, if you were watching Star Trek at the time, that when they started out releasing names or starting to talk about stuff like that. But anyway, moving on. Or rather, going back to what I was saying. It had 3 different things, all named the same. Vegeta. There was King Vegeta, which he said something about him having a father before him, which you never get to see that unless you're watching, or rather not watching, but reading the manga, I guess, that pertains to such things. But other than that, we don't know anything about that. It's just like the whole debacle about Vegeta having a brother that was never mentioned nor released in English at all. They'll talk about him in Japanese, but they won't do it in English. Kind of a stupid forte, if you ask me. Honestly, I mean, I would rather think that since Vegeta actually has a brother, and it's probably somewhat canon, but they won't make it into the English version. Other than that, we don't know nothing. Hell, we didn't even... They made it seem like Oob was not a canon character, yet he was canon, because he was right there at the end of DBZ. Although I wouldn't say at the true ending, because the true ending was unfortunately released. I say unfortunate, not like it was a bad thing for them, but it was a bad thing for us, because we thought that that was the true end of the show. When come to find out, the true end of the show actually ended with them being in Japanese, where they come back without Oob. And the thing is that he's done training him for some time. After some time that had passed, they come back, and yeah, I know there's going to be spoilers, but it wasn't. It was really not even as long as anything else. But they wind up fighting some force from Ginyu or whatever. I think it was some leftover remnants that see, Goku and Vegeta did not fight, but Goten and Trunks did. They even fused, and then even though they did some destruction, they just did. They ended up saving the day by having who actually saved it the day actually was Hercule and his food, Mr. Satan, as they called him, which he wasn't Satan, but he just had a ring name of that for some dumb reason or another. So anyway, yeah, that's what actually saved it. Even though Majin Buu was there and all that, I mean the fat Buu. I mean seriously, I'm not trying to say that like that. Like he's not fat or big boned, whatever you want to call it. He's still kind of like fat, either way. The first Boo we were ever introduced to, when the show was even actually introduced Boo, which kind of, made no sense. I mean, and yet a lot of the Kais that were absorbed by him were never returned. And the odd thing is, he actually absorbed a woman. He didn't transform into a woman. After he absorbed the other guy, the guy that... Because when they showed it, finally, when they finally revealed what actually happened, it was Kid Buu, originally, which we don't know that. Okay? We weren't actually introduced to it. him first, except unless you're reading the manga. But in the show, we were introduced to the final form of Majin Buu, which the true final form was a revert back to the very first form before he started absorbing people. Kind of silly, isn't it? Yeah. So, either way, I just got through ending another series of talking about this Dragon Ball. But that was more of between two characters that were lead canons of the show. Lead protagonists, I guess you call it. I'm not sure. Well, either way, one of them is supposed to lead the future, and the other one is leading, I guess, the future of the past, which absolutely makes no sense, but let's move forward. That's only a hint you're gonna get. I mean, really, they'll be coming out in 2021, spread out through some months. Yeah, it'll be a couple of them be short, but they'll be out there, and I'm gonna work on it in the meantime. When it gets more warmer to be recording, I'm gonna work on getting these side projects done of the main playthroughs that we have going on. But as far as recording them goes, I'll get back into the swing of things in 2021. Definitely. It's going to take me a while to build up all that time, especially IOG, Illusion of Gaia, is going to take me a while to rebuild back up. I'm not even sure. I mean, I could easily do Super Mario Brothers, get it done, but doing what needs to be done is going to be a problematic bitch. So, ow. You might be going, stop that. Whatever you're doing, just stop that. I'm just pulling on some hairs in my nose. Ow. I'm still working on a side project that's a main LP that's taking over it'll be a playthrough for Doom. I've got it quite far. I mean, I didn't have to go all the way at the beginning of the game, but somewhat, because I had a save file from that point. Now, what I've done is, I've done the smart thing, as I saved, but the problem is that I have to now look up at the guide. I'm back to where we are, but I gotta look up at a guide, unfortunately, to see what I gotta do, see if I need to go into that cave that I needed to go into. I don't know if I should have gone there first or not, because when I went, after I had failed to do so and had to be revived for some reason or another, I got out of it, it wouldn't let me back through. So I don't know what is going on there. All I know is that, I also put a save state there, as I refuse to use churches to save, and that's a lame excuse to have a way to save, in my personal opinion. I mean, I had to put up with it with Zelda. That was it. In this game, it's optional. So, unless it's just like forced upon you, I'm not worried about it. Like, in other words, unless I absolutely have to go in there, and I will have to go in there at some point or another to do whatever's got to be done. But yeah, I'm not gonna watch the entire video, but I'm gonna look at a certain someone. Well, that doesn't sound right, but basically, what I'm trying to say there is actually I'm just gonna watch the video just a little bit. I'm gonna skim through it because he's got a bunch of crap going on, and he always has to go, yeah, I meant to do this, I meant to do that, because he's live streaming the damn thing, which is okay. I have nothing against somebody live streaming. Problem is, by the time that they bring it onto YouTube, there's so much missing. Like, unless you're actually there, you don't know what's going on, and none of it makes any damn sense. I mean, what the hell he's saying? And then there's things that, like, okay, who the hell is this Vegas star? I've never heard of that before. I've never heard of a Vegas star until he started mentioning it. And it's like, okay, who is this Vegas star? I actually tried looking it up. See, look. What's this? Oh, that's just another damn thing. Okay. You won't find it on Twitch either. So I'm going to look it up here. Vegas star. Damn it, I hate being burned. Stop that. Stop burning when I'm trying to do that. That's not what I'm trying to put in there. See, that doesn't count. Because there's no Vegas star. Nope. I don't believe in that crap either, that I died when it wasn't me. I didn't die. I mean, if I died, I wouldn't come back to life. Oh my god, they actually did that one game that Markiplier did. He actually raged over that too. See, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Oh god, stop that. I am not going to click on any videos for copyright reasons, But if you want to check it out on your own time, do it. I highly recommend it because Markiplier has a deal where he does, and he's the best one at it. He literally does it. He throws a chair, and then they have like an animation of it. No. Okay. Alright, you might have some fine legs, but I have no interest in you. Ha ha. Dad's destroying son's PlayStations? Gamer of Thrones? That looks like just like what's his name that decided to open up that stupid uploading source that never should have got into. So yeah, I refuse to play videos because, oh, I might get in trouble or something. Not that I'm worried about getting in trouble. It's just I don't really want to get this video taken down since I'm actually, doing this here. Gah! Games that made us rage quit. So basically, there is no Vegas star. Truthfully, I've never rage quit a game. I may be raged on a game, but I've never actually rage quit a game. I mean, I may have given it a break. A lot of these people do that, and they don't come back to it for years and years and years and years. That's if they decide to do it at all. Otherwise, it just sits somewhere. Me, I may take me a little while, then I come back and I start it all over again, get a fresh start pace, and then I start doing things. If that makes any sense. Because I refuse to rage quit a game. Stories and short videos. It didn't used to be a thing. The thing about those is you can't even like those. You can't even save them for later. Dark humor compilation. I don't really like Family Guy. Every single Markiplier video game, voiceover, and cameo. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Season 1, Episode 40. Dash 8 Lying Legend. Dead Space Bags? Hell no, I don't want to see that crap. And then there's her. Interesting fact. There are very few people who even care enough to actually watch her and listen to whatever she's got to say. But the majority of it, I guarantee it, is because of how hot she actually is. And not just because of her accent either. That's a lot to do with it, but that's not the only reason. I mean, literally, that's the reason why she has a bunch of subscribers and stuff like that. I mean, I'm proud of somebody like that. And then she has the gall to say that she lost her cat. And she brings up a video with a cat. I don't know if that's just a thing, or if that's just a new cat, or what. I'm not going to fast forward through it just to find it. Which would be the only reason that, which, by the way, it brings me up to Facebook. Now, Facebook didn't used to have this problem. They had some sort of problems, but, like, okay, now if you're actually, like, this way, and you're watching a video, and then you try to go this way, it completely screws it up, and it's like you don't even know what the hell's going on. It used to be like, well, they turn off the sound. I think they still kind of do that. But, either way. My pain is far greater than yours. I don't know about that. Whoopi, how could you? Kingdom Hearts 3 funny moment. No. The thing is, if you're like this, it won't automatically play the video in the background. So, and Black King just lost out on membership. So, surprise, surprise. No, not really. Didn't know that they had lessened it down to so much. So, he's kind of not going to have anything for a month. Kind of like I did. Now I had built up some credit over time. So, I got plenty to last me for a little while. Which means we can actually watch videos without any ads. or listen to music if we want to without any ads playing over it, and then still, helping them pay for their bill. It does. Like it don't. It's the only real benefit I really care about. I don't care about if I get, oh, no, I'm gonna get subscribers and somebody's really gonna pay me. Oh my god. You know. But anyway, so there's that to think, and I like how that when you're wondering and worrying about something, but then it's like, oh, well, you still have enough left over anyway. Like, let's say you got a bill that you're trying to cover, and you don't know that it's already come out, and you've been checking all this time, and then finally it shows up. Like, oh, well, that explains why it's not taken out yet, because it's already taken out. Which is good. I wouldn't want it to take out twice. If I had a bill like that, or any kind of bill. I wouldn't want, even no matter the amount, what it is, I wouldn't want to take it out twice. That would be stupid. Ow! This time it's just my leg. Yeah, my leg does that. It's been in a position for a long enough time. Unless I'm comfortable enough that it won't affect me. I have to get comfortable. And then sometimes, once in a while, it don't matter. I gotta readjust, and then they'll be like, okay, I'm good now. And then the thing of it is, as well, is that I gotta fight my ear. Like how for a long time I didn't have to worry. Well, I didn't really like it, but I like the fact that. Let me rephrase it. It was okay for a long time, and then it started doing its thing, and then for a long time again, I wasn't able to deal with it until the point that I forgot that when you get enough buildup in your ear, yeah, it affects your hearing in one ear. So it kind of sounds like you're stuffed up or something when you're not. So if I wake up like that, it's like on one side, and I'm sorry. Oh yeah. Anyway, so it's like I'm fighting one thing to another. Like, jeez, man. Oh God. There's only been one game that I've ever noticed that actually has weapons in it. This is a little bit of a spoiler, but I'm not going to tell you the game. I'll spoil it while I'm actually playing it. But anyway, even though you may have different weapons on, it's like they're still wielding like one particular weapon. It doesn't change. Even if one character has a whip, the other one has a sword. It's pretty freaking cool, though. And but in another sense, it's not. Because, literally, you would think that if you were changing, it would actually generally change. But other than that, whatever. It's not really a complaint. It's just like, okay, alright. It's kind of cool in a funny sense. But other than that, legitimately speaking, if you were to, like, in Final Fantasy, if you were to change it to an arrow-based gun, which is not all games, it'll change to that, So, but yeah, I intend to get back to Chrono Trigger and whatever else is out there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do Chrono Trigger without a controller, so I'm going to try. Because there is this one point in the game that I remember now that I was trying to get to. I just couldn't get that mouse fast enough. Sometimes it takes me to do it off a screen, but I would rather do it on screen so I can capture that moment. because then everybody would be like, "What? Wait, what? Okay." I mean, it's like you know what to do. It's just catching the damn thing. So there's that. I want to get back to Mario. I might just, you know what I could do? Since I've already started the games or whatever, I could just like slip in some here and there, like 3 videos every other week or so, like the third week. And then, because I'm already 6 videos in, which is not good to stop it there. Hell, even if it's like 19 videos. Yeah, I think I'll just do that every third week until I get those finished. You know, I'll have it recorded and have it posted. And then what it is, instead of you missing out on it, it'll be 3 videos. How's that sound? You probably won't answer me on that. I think personally, I'm not sure. I'll wait till 2021 to make that final decision. It's just an idea that I just thought of just now. But I mean, you know, literally. Although I did start some other projects too. It kind of sucks. Although one of them is not hard, long enough in the game yet, so. I could make that a Friday thing. Between Sunday and Friday. Since it's going to be a permanent game anyway. Anyway, I'll have to let you go now. I gotta go. Bye-bye.